Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And he mishit this one back. Out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Purdy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Play action now with Purdy. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. 1st down throw by Purdy. Has it at the 7. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Wright running out of the gun. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground and power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
60 Eagle. Check out.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Go.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sack.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Ready up.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
It is caught left side. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Set.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Go. Hot up. Ready.
Warren will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I was so spoiled for so many years in my Seattle market watching the Legion of Boom do their thing. That's what I see and think of when a safety makes a play behind the line of scrimmage like that. They didn't just want to tackle you. They wanted to end you.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone.
Set. Ready.
Jacobs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Daniels now. Getting out to his left. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
4th and goal, tie game.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagine it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted. So a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Got to think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's going to be okay. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Collins got it left side. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
70 Lion.
Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Nice, he jukes his way into the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
60 Bison, 60. Let's go. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready.
From the 48. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and just 2 to go.
Go. Check go.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers looking at 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Jared Verse on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
At the 60.
Putting a receiver in motion. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He connects downfield on 4. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing now, Daniels. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Purdy on first down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that'll bring up second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Ayuk put in motion left. Second down and 10. Daniels. Collins there to grab it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, check, check. 79 Bronco.
He'll throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Niners 27, Rams 7.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolf. Ready. Check go.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a 49er first down.
At their own 30-yard line.
Track at 60. Ready.
Daniels back to throw. Forced out to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go.
Daniels. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. 70 Lion. Ready.
Play fake here, Daniels. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready.
A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on. Set. Ready.
To throw, Daniels. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check go.
Again, Daniels to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They run again with Wright. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throw by Purdy. And they pick him off again. The LSU rookie with the pick. And the 49ers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take them.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Ready up.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
60 vices. 60 vices.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
And Cowboy 8. Let go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
19 life. Go.
Now it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Stephanie. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. McMillan hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down from the red zone. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams drop the lead back to 13. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. Oh, and this will be a a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Two-score game. Gotta get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, partner.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Able to find right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. Let's go.
From the 47. Throw complete to Williams. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Here's again for Wright. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now within one score in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. Rams are pointing. We'll wait and see. They got it back. Still more than a field goal game. They were going to get to this point sometime, and they decide now's the moment and deliver with the onside kick.
The hard part's over, right? That's what the numbers tell you. They get an onside kick a whole lot tougher than going down and scoring a touchdown. Still, they got to execute, stay calm, and work their way down the field.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play action now with Purdy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun is Purdy. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Rams trail by 6. First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Another carry for him. And he gets in, touchdown. The Rams find a way to tie it late. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Back to throw. That finds Jacobs complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
It's now
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Let's go.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the set.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.